Sagittarius, welcome to your 2015 forecast, and thank you so much for stopping by and listening. Well, this is a big year for you. This is the chart for the 1st of January, so we're moving into the new year, and it's going to give you a theme or a snapshot of what you will start the year working on, what will start the year will be around you, and as you move through the year, these different themes can weave in and out. One, as you may already know, Saturn has gone into your sign on December 23rd. It will be in Sagittarius for 2.5 years. It dips back into Scorpio for a couple of months this summer, but this is the precursor. You're going to start thinking about being serious about your life. I don't think you are, but some people are nervous about Saturn. The purpose of Saturn is to make your life real. What is it you real? And it does test us. It doesn't mean that everything goes our way. It does test us. But this is a time to begin the new year thinking about, what do I really want to make it real? There's another underlying theme that's been going on, and we'll kick up here and there, about transforming your abundance, your prosperity, and getting in touch with your talents, looking at what brings fun and joy for you. And this also has to do with dating. It has to do with relationships. What you need to know, what you want to know, what you want to learn, and what you want to share with others. All of these will be major themes that come up. So you could decide to take some classes. You could decide to teach a class. You could change someone you're dating with. You could change the fact that maybe you used to date a lot, and now you might want to get a little bit more serious. When we go into the new year, Mercury is always been considered the messenger planet, and when Mercury goes retrograde, it will give you a message of what to do, what to learn, what to know, what to think about, in order for you to capture that larger theme about, where do I want to go next in my life? How do I make it real? How do I make my dreams real? The first place it's going retrograde is in Aquarius, and it's saying what else? It's asking you to ask yourself, what do I need to learn, and how do I need to communicate to people? How can I communicate to people so they get me? So when I'm asking for something, they see it as a win-win. So there's this communication energy and also a learning energy. What do I need to know? What is important for me? What will help me if I know how to do something? And this is especially has to do with techniques, anything that has to do with the practical side of life. How to operate a particular program on a computer, how to use a particular machine, anything like that. The second Mercury retrograde is May 18th, and it's going retrograde from Gemini. Now this one is about rethinking relationships with people, and that you could have conversations with people that you're in a relationship with, and there's this back and forth. Are they who I want in my life now? Are they who that I still want? Do I still feel connected with them? And it also means somebody from your past could come back in, but you are most likely, there's taking a deep breath, looking at the relationships you're in, whether they're lovers or friendships, and saying, hey, is this kind of like what I'm up for right now? Is this still working for me? Then in September, Mercury goes retrograde in Libra, the sign of relationships, that's connected to friendships for you. So this is, again, saying, let me rethink my friendships, the people I connect with, the organizations, the groups that I'm involved with. You could have a group of friends. You could have a more of a primary like a professional group that you go to. Let me rethink, am I spreading myself too thin? Do I really still want to participate with these individuals? So there's a rethinking that and realigning. You can make some decisions around that by that time. Another way to know what's going to happen this year is to look at the eclipses. The eclipse pattern, there's an eclipse on March 20th in Pisces. And this is switching the patterns. You still have some eclipse happening in the realm of, you still have this eclipse happening in the realm of friendships and lovers, my friends and lovers. So that will still be in place. But the first eclipse is switching over to the Pisces axis, which is, where do I live? Where do I want to live? Am I living where I want to live? What kind of changes do I want to make in my home environment? There might be an opportunity for you that comes up that has to do with a home-based opportunity or something that might be on the side that you could start to develop that could be extra besides the job that you have. Like, well, what if I start doing this? I can do it part-time from home. The eclipse, the lunar eclipse on the 4th is very interesting because here you will see the lunar eclipse on April 4th is an eclipse that can shake up relationships if they are not solid. And what is occurring is that the sun is in Aries connected to Uranus, which always is something exciting and different. It is square Pluto, which is intense. And of course, because it's an eclipse, it means the moon is square Pluto and opposite Uranus too. But look at this pattern. This inner chart is for the 2015, the day, the time that the sun goes into Sagittarius. So the sun goes into Sagittarius November 22nd, 10:26 a.m. This is Eastern Standard Time. And Venus is at 15 degrees of Libra. Okay? Now, and the moon is at 14 degrees of Aries. Look at this eclipse on the 4th of March. The sun, it is connecting to the moon and Venus of what's called the ingress chart for Sagittarius. And what that's saying is that get ready for relationships that are in balance, that are right relationships for you. They don't have to be either or. You could experience relationships that might be fulfilling on one way. Oh, that's a really nice guy, it's a really nice girl, it's a really nice whatever person, it's a really nice friend, but don't feel passion for them. Or this someone who's really, really passionate and I really got the hots for this person, but I don't know how nice they are and, I don't know if I can get along with them. This saying that this is the year that you, fate may have it that you're confronted with that, or that in your mind, your heart, you might feel like, how can I have it all? A person has this quality, but they won't have that. How do you know that's true? It is about finding the center point and finding the balance within. The solar eclipse in September 13th, goes to the Virgo. And here's another reason why this is such a phenomenal year for you. The solar eclipse is 20 degrees of Virgo. Well, guess where Jupiter is when the sun goes into Sag? 20 degrees of Virgo. That's a good thing. It's saying this is a year where you could get a new job or a new insight of really what profession you want to go into that can be very beneficial for you, that can really open things up. So it's really phenomenal. Now, another really important aspect for this year is the fact that Venus, important point for you this year, because relationships are on the table, is going to go retrograde July 25th from Virgo. So it just at 0 degrees. It steps over the border, goes back into Libra. goes back into Leo. And Virgo in Leo is activating your love for travel, your love for learning, your love for freedom. And then Jupiter on August 11th goes into Virgo, which is saying that if you've done your homework and opened up your mind and figured out what it is that you needed to learn to give yourself the edge, tremendous opportunities will be open for you for your personal path for growth, for what you want to do on the planet, whether you want to call it a job, a career, or your hobby, or your passion. Then Venus goes direct on September 6th. So that again, that's, this can be a time where you do some travel, or you could even connect with somebody, meet somebody during travels, a relationship, or travel to see a friendship or a romantic relationship. We finish the year out, so there's a couple of important aspects. Jupiter is opposing Neptune September 17th, which, remember, is the day that Mercury went retrograde in Libra, and that is, connecting again to all this relationship energy, emotional energy in your chart. So Jupiter opposite Neptune from Virgo to the Neptune in Pisces. Don't let anybody take away your dreams, but figure out what you need to do, the little steps you need to do to make them a reality. If not, then what can happen is when you have Saturn square, when Saturn square Neptune comes along, it's exact on November 26th, but you'll feel it throughout the month. So Saturn is square Neptune November 26th, and that can be very disappointing, feeling really disappointed in my dreams. They didn't come to reality. I worked this and it didn't happen. So it's not about giving up. It's about looking what needs to be made into form in order for you to manifest your hopes, your dreams, and what you desire most. And remember, going back to Jupiter, Jupiter's your ruling planet. So really, the movement of Jupiter, you will feel when Jupiter goes into Virgo on the 11th, you will feel this shift of energy more than other people because it rules your sun sign. We close out the year with Uranus going direct on December 25th, and those who celebrate Christmas can expect some unusual gifts because Uranus energy wants something different, or that you could do something different for the holidays, not traditional. But anyway, even if you don't celebrate, Uranus going direct at the end of the year means it's a surge of energy to start moving and get things going and allow for insight, allow for openness, and allow for change. Thank you very much for being a subscriber and for sharing and for listening, and have a fabulous 2015. Happy New Year, prosperous, healthy, and all that.